Hola. If I
Hey,
can,
how are you?
I can hear people. I was making sure. I was like, is my camera? It's been a day.
Hey, so cute.
Thank you. I was coming from volleyball, so I'm a little more like I've been out in the streets.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, Keela got a video again. Yay.
Hey.
I'm so happy seeing your face.
And I'm
Okay.
not even at home.
Gotcha. Oh, you're in a hotel. That's right. Where's your conference at?
Yes, it ended this afternoon, but I'm not driving home until tomorrow morning.
Where was it?
The Signia here in Atlanta. I told you I
Oh,
was coming to
Yeah,
your
wait, what?
for the
right. You could have been like,
Oh, no, ma'am.
we could have had an in-person book club.
listen. I told y'all I was gonna be here.
And she
I
said it, but
don't
she said it so
remember that.
casually.
I
Atlanta.
missed that. Yeah, I missed
You
that.
know, you should have been reminding us.
That
I'm
part. We
sorry.
could have done dinner, something. It's spring break.
Yeah.
We here. We chilling.
That's all right. I'll be there.
Look, all right. We'll
And
see you.
I let people know my plans. Everybody.
When do you go to DC,
Oh,
Jess?
I already went.
Already
I went
went.
March this year.
Oh, they're
Well,
sending you to
I guess
Detroit.
was I there last week? Yeah, they
A
moved
week or
us
two ago.
up this year.
Okay. Yeah, they're sending me to Detroit. The end of this month, I was like, we asked y'all to switch locations, but I didn't think Detroit would be first on the list. Like,
Gotta go to that museum.
I am. That's on my list.
Yeah,
I'm gonna buy tickets soon.
Motown.
That's on my plan. I get in at 11. Like, I'm gonna have time on Tuesday when I get there to explore. So yeah, that's my plan.
Now you might not want to go to Canada. They might keep you.
Listen,
Just
I have a birth certificate in
stay.
Canada. I'm good.
But you can stay. But you gotta come back here.
Right. Tatum and Tinley gonna be on their own with their
They
dad. Like,
might not let you.
I,
They might not let you come back.
my grandma, I got family in Canada. I'll be solid. I can work remotely from Canada. Hilarious. Yeah, I ain't trying to cross no
No
bridges.
bridges.
Yeah.
Hey y'all.
Hey, hey.
Hey.
Just trying to give it a second to let everybody get on. This book was so good. So good. All right. I think for now, I mean, people will come on as they come on, but we can go ahead and get started. Welcome, everyone. Good to see all of your faces. Of course, we're talking Firstborn Girls by Bernice L. McFadden. This was everything. Everything. I think I rated it 5 stars. Like, this is everything. And I think I posted a video without trying to do too many spoilers on social media, but this is everything you would ask for in a memoir and some. Like, you want people to go deep, you want the dirt, the juice, all of that. And she gave us all of that and some. So, what were y'all's general thoughts of the book?
5 stars for me.
5 stars.
Same 5 for me.
5. I loved how.
Wait, what did Erica just say?
I
Wait,
didn't.
am I living cold?
Oh, I think you'll like it, Erica. I know it's gonna
Yeah,
make you
You
I
will
do
too.
too.
But I think what I love first, she's like me with the numbers and the dates and all that, but how she tied history in, because it's kind of like, you just tell us about you, that's one thing, but if you tell us about everything else that's going on and make us kind of feel, it was so good.
I was like amazed at how like well she remembered things, even just the accident in the car and
Yeah.
Yeah.
all of that. The initial scene, you're like, how old in this? And you can recall it was so vivid. Like you just felt like you were there in so many different parts of her stories. Um Yeah, it was just you felt like you got to know the characters, hated her dad. I can tell you that much right now. But yeah, you really got to know the characters really well. Yeah,
I,
it was good.
She
I,
had a family of characters for sure.
Yeah.
And what?
sure. I posted it not too long ago, and I put the Stephanie Mills song that she said they were in the car
Yeah.
and she didn't like the song. And he was like, "You don't like that song because she's a virtuous woman." Tell us about it. And I was like, I got to put this on my post, and I hope because she does she follows a
She
lot of
does.
us.
Yep. She
Yeah.
likes
So I'm like, I
post.
hope she sees this post and she laughs at me including that song.
Yes.
But then she remembered that was the song they were arguing about. You know, like
Right.
that's that weirdo memory like I have, and I loved it.
Yeah. It was good, and I'm excited to know that there's gonna be a part 2. I don't know how long, and I think she said that's gonna cover, because I was watching the live between her and, Diverse Spines, Jamise, and so that was a really good discussion. If you guys weren't able to watch it live, go on, I think it's on Diverse Spines, Instagram page, but watch that chat with Bernice, and it was so good. And I think she mentioned that there will be a part 2 of this, and I think it's gonna cover more of her dad's side of things, is what she said, which would be interesting. Because 'Cause I'm like, "You covered a lot, like, of his and things," so I can't imagine. I mean, I guess maybe the summers of, like, going with his family, to Barbados and things like that, maybe she'll get more in detail with those stories. It was giving, Hurricane Summer vibes when she was talking about,
Yes,
like,
I was thinking
oh
that too.
my goodness. Yeah,
She
it was,
mentioned it when I saw her in New Orleans too, that there was another part coming.
and I'm
And
wondering,
my question for her after all the questions, I said, "What are you reading?"
uh,
And she said she's reading Casualties of Truth, which came out like in that
I'm
same.
reading that now.
Are you okay? She
It's
said
good.
that's what she was reading. So I was like, okay, that's next on my list now.
look, let me look this up right
I was gonna
quick.
say I don't know that one.
Right.
It
So
came out
remember
like the
that night
same.
that some of us were at that on that Zoom call?
Mhm.
One
The
of
morning,
that
that
author was on
crazy
there.
day.
By Laura Francis Sharma.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's her.
Okay, I'm adding that to my list. Did she mention if she was already writing her memoir when you saw her, Jess?
I think
The
she
second one?
did. Yeah, because everybody kind of clapped when she said it, like that there was more coming.
Yeah, because I'm like, are we gonna have to wait like 5 years for this, or is it like
And I feel like
getting
she said
soon?
she had I don't want to lie, and this is being recorded, but I feel like she said she had another novel coming too.
Well,
I
I
can't
know that
remember.
there's a poetry collection, I think, like
Yeah.
Concrete something. It's something that she's releasing next month, I think, but
Yeah,
um
I was in NOLA too, and that's what
Oh
I
yeah.
remember her
Did we see
saying that
each other?
we probably did. I went
oh
to
yeah,
all of
walk
the
right by
sessions
each other.
And you were at the
where she
book
was.
festival too, and we missed each other there.
Yeah, I was at the book festival and I went to all of her sessions. I think she did say she was writing another book.
Yeah.
That wasn't the memoir.
Okay. Camilla's Roses is the one that's re-releasing, I think, next month.
She's re-releasing her the romance books too. Remember she said
with
that.
her name
Oh
included on
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yep. She did. Yeah, you were on that chat with
Yeah, I caught the tail end.
there was a
Mhm.
lot of good info shared on that one. So if you guys can go back and watch it on Instagram, it was a good one.
The one with diverse spines.
Yes. Yep. And I will try to drop it. Let me see if I can find the link for y'all. Y'all can keep chatting if you want.
When she mentioned her brother Reggie and
Yeah.
that he ended up on In Living Color, I was like, oh, I gotta look him up because
Look
that
him
was
up.
like,
I haven't
no.
done that yet. I need to
I
too.
did it.
I
I
did the
paused
same
and I put the
thing.
book down. I was like, I gotta look him up. And I so remember him on In Living Color, and he was on Martin.
Really?
And I was like, oh my God, this is her brother. I thought he was so goofy.
I remember
Now I
him more
gotta
from
look him up
He's
Martin.
now.
funny, but he's goofy funny.
Mhm.
Huh.
I remembered it more from Martin. I vaguely remembered in Living
Yeah.
Color. Because he was like a bit, I guess, kind of actor on
hmm
In Living Color.
hmm I think it was towards the end of In Living Color, maybe
Mhm.
when,
When it started getting kind of silly sometimes.
yeah. It's like Reggie. And I hated, and I didn't like the dad either. That was,
Oh, putting the locks on the doors so they couldn't get in after school. I was just
yeah,
like,
that was
oh, they're
crazy.
so. I put the link in the thing.
No.
But then I
When
wanted
he
to come
threw
straight
away
home.
all her books,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was done.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna become an author.
Write my
Of
own
all the
book.
books, exactly. Stop. Oh, that's wild. Mm-mm-mm.
Were you there when she talked about how a cousin has kind of come and was surprised by some of the things in the books? Like a cousin was just finding out about stuff through the book.
Yeah, and I felt like I wasn't quite because she was saying she didn't really tell anybody she was writing this book, and I was like, "Well, are they gonna read it? Like, are they gonna read this book? Because there's a lot of stuff in this book." But I do
I think
remember her
she said
saying
her
that.
mom didn't read it.
Yeah,
Or
she did say her mom didn't read it.
yeah. But she would talk to her mom about stuff, and that was like how her mom would remember it or something, she
Mhm.
said. But yeah,
And
she
she
said
gets
there was
to tell those stories over and over again. Now, tell me how this happened again.
Right.
Like the aunt with the gun in the shooting up the store. She told that story in New Orleans.
Yeah, about her going in the closet. Like her dad, she said her dad put her in the closet. That's probably what ended up happening to her. Because she said the monsters were in the closet. Why would I go in the closet?
Why would I go? Did I ever go in there when you were
Exactly.
here? Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Make no sense.
Yeah. He was not it.
I was laughing at the part where her mom's, I guess, boyfriend bought her that cashmere sweater. And
Oh,
she
and
came in the house and her mom had it on.
Oh.
I highlighted that part. I was like, oh my God. That you walk in trying to hide some stuff from your mom, and then she's got the sweater on.
Walking around
put
with
it
it on.
like in the bottom of a trunk or something like that, and it still got found. I was like, dang.
And they didn't.
Yeah.
Nobody said anything. Neither one of them said anything to the other one.
Gonna all act like this isn't here.
Was anybody else surprised when her mother presented her with the money from the settlement and she was able to go to boarding school? Like her mom had done so many questionable things, and I was like, but she was smart enough to keep her money away from that man.
Yeah.
I was so shocked by that because I was just like, okay, so she has more sense than she has
Leave
been
the
acting with. I was
Me
like
too.
so
I was
surprised and
surprised.
so happy about that.
She could
yeah.
use that money to leave her dad. I'm pretty sure she would have been happy about that.
Yeah.
She also went away to school, right? This is the
That's how she went away for high school, for boarding
yeah,
to boarding school for high school with the money.
that big fight kind of broke out and with the girl.
Oh
Yeah.
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 And she was like, I'm gonna sit on the curb. My dad's coming to get me.
And that aunt came rolling up.
Oh, I was thinking it was her grandmother. It was her aunt.
Her aunt, yeah. The dad,
Mhm.
the aunt to go talk to the head nun or whatever it was. And she ended up saying, it's like, yeah, well.
I think in NOLA someone asked her about like changes she made to the book or anything, and she said she was generous with portrayal of the boyfriends in the book.
Mm.
So I think she
Wow.
kind of softened them.
Wow.
Wow.
Because they were trifling. So yes, wow.
Yeah. For real.
Especially that baby daddy. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I wonder if he ever was he one of the pop in, pop out, and she just didn't put that. Well, you did say she was generous, so maybe he was. Because how he was portrayed in the book was like he just fell off. He was completely detached. Was not around at all. But I do wonder if there was more to that story.
He's a lot older than her, huh? Am I making that up?
He was. I don't know about how much, but she
Oh.
did say that he was older.
I'm hoping she includes, because when it stopped right before the publishing, I was like, oh wait, I want to hear about that part. So I'm hoping book 2 includes more about her journey through publishing.
Yeah. She's written so many books too.
He has. And I've only
Yeah.
read, I think, Sugar. No, I'm trying to think. I know we did Sugar as a book club. This might only be my second one, but I own so many of her other books. I need to get into them.
Yeah, I feel like this is my Bernice year.
Can I do it? I already have like a list of like 3 or 4 authors that I'm trying to read their whole catalog this year. She's got a pretty lengthy one though. I don't know if I can crack through that this year.
And in 25 years, like
Yeah.
that's kind of incredible.
I just
Yeah.
checked my Goodreads. I have 5 books by her that I read.
Wow.
Is this Aisha? Is this who you said wrote under Geneva Holiday?
Yeah.
Okay, so then I read those books also.
Yeah, those
Yeah,
are
I
the
want
ones
to
that she's
go read
re-released.
those.
I read Nowhere is a Place.
That was
And I really enjoyed that one. So that's why when I saw this one, I was like, oh, I'll have to read it because I think and she used a lot of her family ties in Nowhere is a Place. So I was trying to go back in my mind. I have about hours worth left on my Audible. I'm not all the way finished, but I was trying to go back in my mind to see if there were connections. And I think there were some connections, familial connections from Nowhere is a Place to this one. So that was the interesting thing for me too.
Yeah, she said that at Baldwin too, that she's been writing, and she said in the book, I've been writing about my family for years. She's like, y'all have heard a lot of their
Underneath.
stories.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
she said
in
you
her
would
other books.
recognize the characters in her books from the biographies. So I came to her backwards. I read this first. I don't know how she never got on my radar. I had none of her books. I read this one and then I immediately started looking for other books. So I have The Warmest December and then so the first 2 books. But I kind of came at this backwards. I read her this
Yeah.
first.
Oh,
I'm
you'll be
kind
a
of glad
fan.
though, because I want to go explore now that I've read this, and I want to see the other characters kind of show up in her other books too. Might need to reread Sugar as well.
Sugar's so
Because
good.
I don't remember. I just
Yeah.
remember I loved it and the sequel, but I don't remember much about it, so I need to revisit.
What is it? This Bitter Earth or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Any other general thoughts?
she's
Go
a
ahead.
goat. She's an unsung goat.
I know. She deserves all the flowers for this one, like that. I just can't believe that there's more. Like that's what's crazy because you think that she's laid everything out, especially about her dad. So to know that there's a whole nother book coming that covers his side of things, like I can only imagine how much worse it's gonna get.
And y'all, we've got so I went to Amazon today to do the review. There are only 29 reviews. Like
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
I'm gonna add
go post
Okay.
to
reviews.
all
I haven't
platforms.
done mine yet, so.
Yeah, y'all
They're
put your
more
reviews
on
out there since I can't review on Amazon. So y'all gotta hold it down
because
for me.
you said the name of the book.
Because I read that Quan Mills book, I'm banned. So I need y'all to review on my behalf.
We got you.
Yeah. That broke my heart to see that. I was like 29. Like
Funny though, because in the age of social media, like my initial thought is to put it on Instagram, put it on TikTok, and that's all. Like I don't think about taking that same caption and just putting it on, Amazon.
Okay.
But I've got to train my mind. And the only time I write on Goodreads is if I rated a 4, but it was really like a 3.8 or a 3.5, I will put 3.5 as my review and that's it. Like, but I don't put reviews out like that. But you're right. I need to be more intentional,
I'm
especially.
trying to be better with it this year. And that's exactly what I did. I took my caption from Instagram, took out about the song and that we were talking about it now.
Yeah.
And I did Storygraph, Goodreads, and Amazon. And I did Amazon last. When I saw 20, it was like 29. I said, oh my God, this is awful. Like more people need to review this book or
See,
read it. I mean,
Goodreads and Storygraph. I just copy and paste between the two. But then
mhm,
I try to also do whatever platform I read it on. So if it's Audible, I'll do it there.
mhm.
And if I bought the book on Amazon, I'll do it there or, or wherever I got the actual
Yeah.
ebook. I try to do it on that platform too.
Do Barnes
But did they
Barnes and
say
Noble
if
is
it counts if you just do a rating review and not verbiage?
I feel like they want the verbiage. I feel like I
I
heard
know they
that
do, but I couldn't
already.
remember if one of the authors said it counts, if it still counts, I
Yeah.
guess, in helping them to be published more.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it still should be a star because the
Yeah.
the number of star ratings never are the same as the written.
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
So there has to be a way to do one or the other. I would assume it would help.
Like she has 156 ratings on Goodreads, but only 49 reviews. But she's got 4.5.
Yeah.
star rating. So her rating's looking really good on there.
You
All
can
right.
do Barnes and
Sometimes I'll
Noble
do
too. If
one
you
and
can't
sometimes
do
I'll do both.
Amazon, try and do Barnes and Noble. Because
But-
they're pretty generous about letting you, even if you didn't buy the book, because I've left reviews on Barnes and I didn't get the book from there.
Oh,
Yeah, I got the book from Baldwin. I didn't, but I
okay.
put my review on.
Hmm.
And Bookshop, for whatever reason, bookshop.org doesn't have reviews.
Huh.
Like, that's weird. Because I've tried to go put them over there, but they don't have them.
And I need to look at ebooks because I think Kindle will let you cross like put your review in. I think it goes to Amazon and Goodreads since they're connected.
It
Yeah,
does.
So,
that's how I do
yeah.
Right when
mine.
the book
I
finishes,
do
I just
I
don't
do
like.
Kindle first
Yeah.
and it drops over. So even though I'm banned, it still puts it on Goodreads. It just doesn't put it on Amazon anymore. But it'll be like, we're reviewing it.
I'm so
Give it a
tickled.
couple
I
days.
know.
Oh
And
my
immediately it goes on Goodreads, but they just don't put it on Amazon anymore.
Okay.
Such a mess.
Only you, Erica.
I just had to know what the book was about, and then it was so good I had to read part 2. And guess what? There's supposed to be a part 3, and I'm gonna read it. And I'm gonna review it.
Of the book that got you banned?
Yeah, you read it too, didn't you?
No, girl, I couldn't get through that book. I quit.
I finished both parts.
They sell the book on Amazon.
It was a borrow. It was from the Kindle Unlimited Library.
That's
so how
crazy.
do y'all ban me? I didn't use the word in my review. It's just in the title, and they banned me. And I'm like, I borrowed it from y'all, but it was just like a short email, and there was no way I couldn't figure out how to dispute it. And I just said, "Oh well, it's your loss, not mine."
I go into like customer service, how we report like I don't know, but see if
Yeah.
you can get them because I've gone to get ads removed from my Kindle, so I know they sure as hell can unban you.
Yeah, because that's what I was like. I had put it like saved the email, like I'm gonna call because I want to talk to a person. And I said, oh well, especially because it's still posted on Goodreads. So but it's coming up on a year, I think, since
Okay,
I've been able
remind me
to
what the book
review.
was because I can't remember.
This nigga got a small dick.
Oh yeah, I knew it was something about this.
Books 1 and 2. And so I reviewed book 1. And you know my reviews, I don't do spoilers or anything. So I was just like, it was entertaining. It was this, it was that. So it was nothing controversial about my review. So it could only be the title. And so they sent me a message like, you violated our guidelines. And I had been flagged one other time because I was talking about a book and I said something like, the main character made me want to choke slam her. They flagged that like 2 years ago. So I guess this was my second offense. So when I reviewed book 2, they were like, you know what? That's enough. You are banned. You cannot review anymore. And so I can't post anything on Amazon. And all of my, I've reviewed hundreds of books. They're all gone. Like if I go look on my profile, I don't have any reviews out there.
Oh, they like super banned you. That's
shady. They're being so shady.
That book got all of us in trouble because remember, well, I told some of you the story. Because we were talking about it, I pulled it up on Kindle Unlimited to read it, and my mom pulled up her Goodreads one day, and she said, "This nigga got a small dick. Is that good?" And I was like,
"Yes, it was."
It just laughed up. She was laughing at it. I was like, oh my God. Because it showed when I opened it on my Kindle, it showed up in my Goodreads feed. I was like, who else?
Oh my gosh. I love it.
Well, I just want to say I'm super excited to read the book because it brought my cousin out. So Felicia's my cousin that I'm always talking about, my silver cousin. And Asia, I have to introduce Asia and Felicia because they both went to Tuskegee. So I know the book was good if it brought Felicia out.
She was getting there.
And Felicia's starting a new job next week, and I'm super, super proud of her and so excited. So welcome, cousins.
Congrats and welcome. We hope you will be back. We are with the shits. This is what we do.
Thank y'all for having me. Thank y'all for having me. I've heard so much about all of you, so I'm delighted to be here.
Hopefully good stuff, because like I said.
Oh, it's all good. Yeah, it's all good.
What years were you all at Tuskegee? My boyfriend went there.
I was there from 96 to 2000.
And I was 2002 to 2006.
Okay. So, yeah, he would have been there before that.
Nice. Look at that. Love Bernice.
Girl, you got
Hey.
humans over there.
What'd you
You
say?
got humans opening the door and going
Oh.
on.
That's Blue.
That's a human.
Well, he thinks he's human.
Right, for
Come here.
real.
Come see.
Side eyes that
Say
dog be getting.
hi.
You gonna be side eyeing us.
Mm,
Hey,
like
Blue.
y'all taking my mama from me. Go away.
He's with me all day. He's fine.
Any other thoughts?
I'll tell you my thoughts when my hold is lifted in 4 weeks.
Not 4 weeks.
You can talk about it on the next book club chat because that's gonna be around the time you
Well,
finish.
What's our next book? Jubilee?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because so I'm not gonna read
Erica
that. So
ain't
yeah, I'll be
reading
ready next book.
When
I'm
I
like,
saw that, I said, Erica's not reading that book.
Mhm.
I'm not. What's the book y'all were talking about? Queen Sugar, Queen Hill, Queen
No,
of
the
something.
Queen of
Queen
Sugar Hill.
Hill.
Yeah, you didn't
Queen
read
I
of
it.
Sugar
DNF'd
Hill.
that book so fast.
I did too,
I
Erica.
made it to 13%,
You did
and I
too?
said,
But
I just can't be one
Yeah,
of the cool
I
kids.
did.
the
I
funny thing
tried.
is, though, she posted about it, and I was like, "Now, Erica, you know that's not your genre." Like, she's like, "I called myself trying something new," and I was like, "Now you already know."
I was like, it was the author. I was like, okay, they're not gonna let me down. But I was like, oh, when they wouldn't let her come to the awards and she had to sit in the back room, and I was like, I can't do it.
And when you said, because you said 12%, and then when that scene happened in the book, I looked down and I was like, oh, this is where Erica quit.
Yeah, it was like Clark Gable was trying to get her in or something, but she was like, and then she was saying she couldn't hug him in public. I was like, oh hell no. And I was doing something like laundry or something where I was like, I could really lock in and I'm just gonna let it play. I couldn't do it.
And it's so funny the number of times that Hattie McDaniel has come up just on random things that I've watched since I've read that book. What was I watching? Have y'all seen? I think it's on Max. I don't know. It's the one with the black actors. There's a part 1 and a part 2, and the
It's
first
on
one.
Apple.
It's on
Yes,
Apple.
Apple. There
First
you
on the
go.
call sheet or something like that.
Yes, she came up on that,
Mhm.
I guess on the women's version of it. And then I was watching Watch What Happens Live, and Danielle from Orange is the New Black.
Danielle Brooks.
Someone was asking her a question live from the audience and asked, like, who would you like to play? And then
She would be so
she had
good.
said somebody else, and then she was like, and I said, I looked at her and I was like, Hattie McDaniel, and then she immediately said it on camera, and I was like,
I need that. I need
that would she would be amazing in there.
She
So
would.
I
She
hope someone
would.
saw that.
Oh, I hope so.
I take
Yeah.
that back. I did read it, but I gave it a 3. That's what it was. And it took me a long time to get to that point. I was like, I'm gonna DNF this. I'm gonna DNF it.
I raced through it. I loved
Yeah.
it.
I loved it. I mean, I hated it, but I loved
Right.
I like
right.
it too.
It had some good parts,
With
but
all the
some of it I was like,
husbands. Oh my gosh.
Ooh, those
Yeah,
husbands.
because I had to ask in the chat. I was like, "Yo, is this true? Like, did she really have this many? Because this is wild. Like having that many husbands. Like,
I feel
Yeah.
like in the author's note, she said she might have switched the order of some of them or something.
yeah,
Mm.
And she
Yeah.
she took a lot of historical liberties, but
yeah.
oh, that book was
What
so
book
good.
is this one? I love historical fiction.
The
Which one is
Queen
this?
of Sugar Hill.
The
It's
Queen of Sugar
about,
Hill. Okay.
yep, it's about Hattie McDaniel. Rashonda Tate wrote it.
Shonda Tate wrote it.
Yeah,
Okay.
they had like
Now I
that
gotta think of the
instant where you
book I
could get it
did.
on Libby, like it was an instant
Yeah,
grab
that
or
was
something. That's why I
last
got
month.
it. 'Cause
Yeah.
when they were like, "Oh, you can automatically read," I was like, "Oh, I'm in there." I couldn't do it. Was you?
Okay.
What book
I have
was
to
I
add that.
just gonna mention to y'all? Oh, because I know most of y'all have read Good Dirt, because y'all know how I am. That's how I knew Good Dirt was that good. Because the stuff that I hate in a book was in this book, and I was eating it up. And every time I see a bad review, that's a book I want to fight about. Like, what you mean you didn't like it?
I need to read that one. Because
It's good.
That was good.
I think
So
it's
good.
up next. It's
Alicia,
behind
this
it.
is what it looks like. I know my glare.
It's very good. For if you
Okay.
like historical
I'll add
fiction,
it.
let me
I
preface
like
it.
historical
It's very
She
fiction.
good.
does.
Yeah.
I like
You like
historical
it,
fiction.
and then I got some reads for you, man. That is
She'll
my
read
favorite.
that before she'll read This Nigga Got a Small Dick.
That we are the same. Listen.
Oh,
It
good.
was a good story. It was very entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Bernice
It sounds
commented
entertaining.
on my Instagram post. She
Uh-oh,
said,
what you say?
"What a review. Thank you so very
That
much."
review, I was started to talk and then someone else started, so I stopped. I'm like, I can't write a review after the review that Jess wrote because it was like its own story in it. I was like, oh, it's so
Y'all,
good.
because I have to write my book. And my mom told me when I took her to the book festival and I took her to Superior Grill and she got tipsy. But she told me that night, she said, and she started crying. She said, I hope I get to read your book before I leave this earth. Well, now I got to write the book.
You got to write the book.
I was like, Mama, don't do that to me. But we talked about my grandmother's stories, and that's why this book was, because I said it in the review. I'm a firstborn girl of a firstborn of a firstborn of a firstborn.
That's
4 generations.
Oh, me too.
And I don't know that fifth. I got to figure out. I think that fifth might have been the firstborn girl too.
Wow.
So she just, yeah, we got a bunch of. I mean, she was like, you could put this story in the book too. Like, Mama is the muse giving me all of the this too and this and that, and so
Yeah.
I loved it. I'm going to read this book again. I know.
Yeah. It was good. Yeah, probably before the second one comes out, I might read it again.
Go
Just
back, yeah.
yeah, probably save it for that.
Did anybody do the Audible or
I
the
did a
audiobook?
mix.
I did
Yep.
both.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
She doesn't narrate it.
Yeah, she does
Mhm.
the intro, I think, or
Yeah,
And
she
the
does.
outro.
And the outro.
Yeah.
Is it a
But
narrator that's done a lot of books?
Robin Miles does a good job. I like Robin
It's
Miles.
Yeah, the narrator was good. I thought the narrator was really good.
I did,
Yeah.
and she did Harlem Rhapsody, and I saw somebody the other day said they stopped listening to Harlem Rhapsody because they didn't like Robin Miles. I'm like, why don't y'all like Robin? I like Robin's reading.
Sometimes I just see people say things and I'm just like,
Are they not fans of historical fiction maybe? Because Robin's voice sounds like historical
It
fiction.
does sound like historical fiction.
And so
Yeah.
as I was listening to her on this book, I kept having to tell myself, this woman is around my age. It is not all that historical. She's close to my age. It is not all that long ago.
Because she does. Well, I guess you're right. But for Harlem Rhapsody, then she has the perfect voice because she did have a very 1920s sound when she was reading Harlem Rhapsody. But I liked her on this one too. I went back and forth between the book and the audio.
Robin's good though.
I like Robin. The only one was that whatever that book Shifting that I was listening to, I returned it to Audible because I could not listen to that lady's voice. I was like, I couldn't do it. She just kept mispronouncing so many words, and it wasn't like obscure words. It was like regular stuff. I'm like, y'all didn't catch this in the editing that she was saying these words wrong. I returned it. I've never done that. I returned that Audible because I was like, oh, I couldn't finish it. I was like, I'm not doing it.
You know what's funny is I'm listening to Jasmine Guillory's new book, Flirting Lessons, and I really like she sounds the narrator. I just looked her up because I wanted to know who it was, but she sounds just like Bonnie Turpin. It's wild, like, but it's not. It's her name's Heidi something, but when I was listening to it, it just like you guys, all these books started popping up, like The Hate You Give, because I know like what books they narrate and stuff, and I was thinking that it was the same, and I just looked it up, and it's like somebody told, but sounds just like her. So that's very interesting. I guess the shortage, they have to find duplicates that she probably requested somebody that sounds like her.
Now I need to figure out, my other book club is reading Josephine Baker's memoir this month. And I looked at the Audible and it has like 4 different narrators, and I was like, oh, this is about to be a production. I'm gonna have to listen to this on Audible.
It's not.
It's not. Oh, Asia, it's not. Don't worry about it. All right.
Yeah, I need to circle back to it. It's that many narrators because there's one person telling, like a guy telling one part, and yeah, it wasn't like Will Packers. I just listened to Will Packers. Will Packers was a production.
Right.
That's the
I
other
have
one
that on my list.
Me too. Okay.
On my ever growing list.
Listen, this list is
that I bring
This
to
list
every
gives
book
me
club meeting
anxiety.
because y'all start talking about other books and I
Yeah,
write them
because y'all
down. And
remember Dolan's book came out yesterday. Who's going
Yeah.
to?
Happy
I'm
Land.
going to the event tomorrow here.
I'm
She's
going
not coming
next week.
here, Rhonda.
Is it
Dolan is
free?
not visiting us.
Or did you have to register for that? Because I didn't see, like, Dolan posted it, but she didn't like put a link or say register or anything.
Yeah, you had to register for it. I can send it to you.
Okay, thanks.
Not,
She didn't
not
have a
enough
link for
authors come
Greenville,
to
but I found
Chicago.
it on the bookstores page
Okay.
because we actually had to pay in advance.
Pay in advance for what? Oh, for your book. It included the book.
Yeah, it includes the book.
Oh, okay, yeah. This one was free registration and a bookseller will be there. I wish they would have done pay for your book in
Yeah,
advance. 'Cause
I love it
probably
when they
not
do that.
I have it on NetGalley, so I'm reading it on there. I started it on Monday. I like it so far.
What book is this? I didn't catch the title.
Happy Land.
Happy
Land.
Land.
Happy
Happy
Land.
Land. Okay.
It's
I
another
gotta start
historical
reading that.
fiction.
Need to see
Yeah.
that.
But there was a book
Dolan
came
is
out
the
last year on the same subject, and I did the audio book of that one. I can't remember the name of it. I can't remember. Anybody else read it? Came out last year. It was about Happy Land also.
I don't.
Oh,
I remember that
somebody
there was
talked
one.
about this, the connection with the two. Oh my God,
is
we
the
just
American Queen. The American Queen.
Yes, yes.
I need to read that too.
Oh, wait.
So I read that one last year.
That one.
So it'll be
I
interesting to see
did.
how this one's different.
American
So is
Queen, I
it
think I
suggested
bought,
to
but
read that
haven't
one
read.
first?
I think they're different. I think American Queen is more like the story from the Queen's point of view.
Okay. American?
FYI, if anybody wants to read Junie, the ebook is on sale for $6.99.
Oh.
Still cheap. I mean, so go to the store.
Erica ain't reading it.
Go to the
Nope,
ebook.
not gonna do it.
Check it out from the library. I keep seeing mixed reviews on that one.
I've heard nothing but, like, a lot of people that I've seen have said great things about it. So I bought it today. So go to the ebook store.
And it has 462 reviews because it's a Good Morning America book.
Yeah, the
Oh yeah.
GMA stamp on it.
I'm not saying it's not good, but I'm saying that those stickers help those books so
Yeah.
much.
They do, and then white women want to be aligned with us and want to be allies, so they probably read it and cried and washed away their white guilt and let me post my review.
$3.99 for me because I got a $3 credit.
Hey, I almost used mine, but then I was like, I'm gonna save it for a more expensive book because I feel like I'm gonna have to
Oh,
buy
that's true. That's
when
a good point.
Matriarch comes out. I'm probably gonna have to buy that because
Well, I have another $2.25 credit because I ordered some ink yesterday, and it was like, well, if you get it Friday, and I said, oh, I got enough.
right. I can hold off a couple days. Yeah. So I thought about using mine, but I was like, I'm gonna save it for Miss Tina when her book comes out.
That's a good
Buy
point.
that.
Well,
It's
I haven't gotten my ticket to
$14.99.
that yet. I'm kind of nervous about that because Rhonda, did you see that she's going to be in New Orleans? Those seats are not sold like at all.
Really?
Who is it gonna be there?
Beyonce's mom, Tina Knowles.
Oh, okay.
They're not.
Yeah,
It's at the
Yeah.
Joy Theater, and they are
Okay, so I need
not.
to pre-order her book because that's not
Like there
sounding
are
good.
plenty of seats. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, it's
When
definitely
is it?
Mother's Day
Is it-
weekend.
Oh, that's not far at all. I thought it was like June or July or something.
No, the book comes out April 22nd, I believe.
Okay.
It's coming out soon. So
In New Orleans, she's there on May 10th.
Well, you
Okay.
know what turned me off? Because I didn't buy my ticket for Atlanta either, Jess. The book is not included. And the tickets are like, I don't know, $90, something like that.
Oh,
Who did she
But no
bring?
book.
they're 60 something here.
Because she
I
has
don't know,
the book?
90. I might be lying. It was high up 75. Let's say 75. I don't know.
I mean, you
All I
can
know
bring
is that the book was not
at least
included.
bring Solange
Right.
I mean,
and
Well,
the fruit.
It's Tamron.
Alrighty.
It's Tamron Hall in New Orleans. I was like, $60. I'll pay it. But I asked my mom. I said, "You want to go?" She's like, "I'm not really. You could just drop me at Drew's house. That's her best friend." I'm like, okay. Well, I'm trying to take you, mama, to see this lady talking about being a matriarch.
I'm trying to wait for Harlem Renaissance 2.0 to tell us that she's gonna let influencers in for free. But I doubt that's gonna happen. But if she ain't filling them seats, she's gonna want some bodies. I bet it'll be a last minute. Hey, we've got like
You know what? I should wait because I mean there are tons of seats left.
That's probably they're gonna need people to fill.
Yeah,
that's not good though. But I am excited to read her book. I hope
me too.
You know, she be snapping on people on social media, so I'm hoping that she like
the time. She snapping all the time.
She be clapping back for Beyonce because she know Beyonce is not about to address nothing.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, did y'all watch that Carrie Hilson interview today?
I saw the clip.
I saw the clip.
Yeah, I just been seeing the clip.
Talking about, I didn't write it. Those weren't my words. I was forced to say that.
Esther Dean came out and said, "Yeah, I wrote it."
Yeah, she said, "Yeah, it was me." So I'm like, "Do you have beef? Like, what is happening?"
What? Enlighten.
Yeah, so, Carrie Hilson, Turning Me On, there's a remix, but the verse for Carrie Hilson is like a diss track towards Beyonce, which is why people come for her all the time based on that. But she's basically saying the producer said, you either do this or your career is over. Like this was even before I think she launched her music at all.
Yeah, her first album had
pressured. And so on Breakfast Club this morning, she was like, yeah, this is what happened. Those aren't even my words. I didn't write it. I was forced to do it. And so I guess someone mentioned it on Twitter and Esther Dean came out and was like, yeah, I wrote it. Like, and like, it is what it is. But yeah, Carrie was like crying about it. She was tearing up.
She should be crying. Her career went in the toilet. I only kept up with her when she was with Sarah G. Baca because I wanted to know how that big African man was flipping her upside down. But once they broke up, I lost interest.
Yeah.
Because Pretty Girl Rock, like, man, we didn't want that.
My name is Carrie. Carrie.
Yes.
You saw on the Breakfast Club, somebody said?
Yeah, she did an interview this morning, so there's a bunch of clips from it.
Was Charlotte acting cool or was he giving her the business? Charlemagne
acting a fool, like he was giggling, like he was cutting up and making jokes about it and stuff. He was trying to
normal self.
Yeah,
Charlotte was being Charlotte.
Charlotte, what was it? Webby. Charlotte, Angela Gee. That will never not be funny.
Jess wasn't on the show today, and I'm like, all that bitching you did a couple weeks ago about you took my spot. Where are you?
Well, Van kind of called it out, or somebody. Was it Van or was it or Dimitri? Like they might have played us. They were doing like the boy is mine kind of a thing.
After they did that video thing, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like make the beef to make us an inch. The other girl got her own show.
Right. Oh yeah, the pod. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wow. Man, time is flying. For real. What's everyone reading right now?
Casualties of Truth. And something else, but y'all got me back into romance, so
yay!
I'm reading.
Y'all haven't read Abby Jimenez? Please do so.
Please. Christina C. Jones.
Read a couple by her.
Who'd you say?
Release Abby Jimenez, the one from that she released last week I liked it. I was
What's
talking
that
to
one called?
I Say You'll Remember Me.
Okay.
It was good.
It's a shame that I have to go to my
everything I read by her, I like.
Yeah, so that's
I really like
and
her
I
work.
So I think you'll like this one too. Ismar was like, well, I don't know if I'm gonna read it. A lot of the reviews I said, people were saying that it's too traumatic and this and that. And I'm like, I like her books because she puts real life scenario, like they're real people with real problems, but still finding a way to find love and make love happen. Like I really just don't. I enjoy that. Like her mom has dementia. It is a big part of the book, and her family is a big part of the book. But to me, I still felt like it was just so good, and just seeing how this guy that she met.
Ismar loves traumatic books. Like if I read a book, I'll send it to her like, this is gonna make you cry, and she's like, I'm reading it today. Like I told her that yesterday. perfect peace and the darkest child. I was like,
She
stop what you're doing and read these. And she devoured them, and they were 5-star books for her. So
and
that's
she
why I'm
loved
like,
Don't Cry for Me too, and
yeah,
As a
she
Song.
if any type of book that makes me feel like it ripped my heart out, I send it to her and she's like, I'm reading it right now.
And I'm finding like Abby Jimenez has a way, like the way her books start, like it just sucks you in, like, oh, okay, this is interesting. Whereas like I'm reading Jasmine Guillory and I used to be obsessed, but I think it's because she was one of my first like introductions to contemporary romance when I started this reading journey 7 years ago. And so now I'm like reading her books again and I'm like, my style has just changed so much that like I'm reading for flirty lessons and I'm like, okay, here we are. Like, you know, it's not. I just finished Abby Jimenez last night, so I'm coming into this and I'm just like, it's not the same. It's not hitting. And I'm so
I've
glad.
only read the one that you picked for. What did we read? The Wedding Date.
Wedding
That's
Day.
the only book I've read by her, and I I didn't enjoy it. Wait, I think I did when they did like that Valentine's Day Amazon Originals, and Abby
It
had
was
the
a short
Worst
story.
Wingman.
Yeah, short story.
Whatever her installment was, I did read that and I didn't like it. But
I didn't.
Abby's
I
was
don't
a
think.
5-star read.
And I think that's what Abby Jimenez, that same series you're talking about, Abby Jimenez. I think that was my first introduction to her, was that short story, and I was like, oh wow, I really.
Worst Wingman ever.
Yes, and it was so good, and I felt the same way with Jasmine, and I don't want to say too much about her because, God forbid, I get kicked off of the Black Girl Romance Book Fest for talking. Although she is not my, I'm not hosting her keynote anymore. So, but yeah, my feelings are just changing how her reads now. I'm just not.
Yeah.
Learning lessons is
See,
not
and
what.
that's one of the things I tell people. What I love about reading is the more I read, the more I nail down what I like and what I don't like. Like I could get like super deep down. Like I read a lot of thrillers, but I love a lick back thriller. If it's some vigilante, I'm getting my lick back. And I didn't know that till I read enough books, and I'm like, oh, or books are thrillers that are based like a podcast delivers the story,
Oh
sucks
wow.
me in. And so it's like the more you read, the more you find out. Or you start reading, you like a certain genre. Like, of course, I like romance, and like Topeka just said, CCJ is going to get me there every time. Like, I'm so thankful
Yeah.
that I found her because it opened me up to other people. And
Yeah.
for my romance, I like my romance blackety black black. Like, I want it to be a big black man with a beard. I like when the girl has natural hair. I like when it's a plus size leading lady. Like, all of those things I eat up. And I find that sometimes the bigger names like Jasmine, they don't hit that vibe. They don't make it feel like it's me and my girls hanging out. And I think like
Yeah.
Christina C. Jones and people like that, and even Danielle Allen had to become that. She didn't start out that way. Her books are very whitewashed. It was like almost like we say about Kennedy, like, are these black people in the book? I can't tell. That's how Danielle Allen's early books are.
Okay.
But
I just started Plus Size Player, so that kind of fits what you were saying.
Yeah.
Started the audio.
I've been reading that one forever, and I need to finish it because I owe her a review. I'm gonna finish it. But yeah, I think Abby, my favorite thing about her is I think that she does rom-com very well. I literally laugh out loud.
Yeah,
everything that she's written, I like belly laugh at her books, and that's rare for me.
I definitely was like, there was parts where I was like, I felt like my eyes were getting watery, and I definitely laughed out loud with Say You'll Remember Me. So I can't wait to go back through her catalog because I've only read the last two releases, the one last week and then the one that she put out last year. But yeah, I love her. Like, she's becoming a new favorite of mine, hands down.
I'm gonna have to see if I can get that on Libby.
Yes, it's so good.
Let me see, what am I reading? I'm reading some white on white crime right now.
I just looked at, I was like, what am I reading? Glory Days, Erica. It came back
enjoyed it.
It came back on my Kindle. I need to read that.
Yeah, I didn't like it as much as the first one, but I definitely enjoyed it.
I need to
I'm about to start The Filling Station.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I just finished that one.
Was it
I
good?
finished The Filling Station a couple days ago. I did the audiobook. It was really good. I really liked it.
It was good.
Alicia, I see you over there taking notes. She gonna have a whole look at it.
It's dangerous in here, man. I'm gonna tell you.
Historical fiction.
Over there just
She'll like it.
It is dangerous in this room.
It is.
I always got a sheet of paper at these book club meetings because
Listen,
I always leave with
Libby
a
is
list.
your
This is
best
why
friend.
I don't be saying nothing on the Facebook group because y'all some heavy hitters, and I'm just over here reading my little book, excited to make it through. And Erica's on book 797,000.
Right,
And I'm just
exactly.
like, well, damn, I'm trying
None
to
of
get through
us can touch
Add a
Erica with
zero.
mine.
Add a
We just-
zero to whatever
Hey,
number.
Yeah.
Erica
Well-
posted her reads for March, and I think it was less than February. I think, and I was like, man, it was a slow reading month for you, but it was like still a
Oh, yeah.
ridiculous ass
February
number
was
of
my
like,
slow month. Yeah, I think I
okay. What'd you
I
read?
didn't read 30 in February. I read like 25 in February, which is
And
the
which
slowest
a
it's been in a
month with
year.
I think I
28
read
days.
25 all year.
How many did you read in March?
Well, I'm already stressing about April because I didn't read the entire first week because I was away. But I do
Uh-huh.
have 5 books read
Happens
since
when
I
you get a
got back.
man.
I know I got back Sunday morning and I finished 5 books since I've been back because I said I need to get my life. And then he goes, I feel so guilty. I'm throwing you off. Are you not reading because of me? And I'm like, well, yeah. Like I made sure I got up early and read every morning. And like I'll tell you, we could be anywhere. Like we were out to the museum and he was so, did you read today? Did you break your streak? Don't break your streak.
Aw.
Like he made sure I read every day, but I just didn't finish any books. For March, how many did I'm on my
I felt like
30
it was
something.
lower.
wait, I
Yeah,
had
but it was still lower.
24. Yeah, I had 24 in February. That was my lowest in a long time.
Short month by a few days.
Yeah.
You probably 7 before the month
Because
ended.
Felicia, we had 5 days of Felicia for her birthday. And so that
Oh,
I didn't
this is
finish
the
reading.
what you bought them shoes for?
Yes, for when
Okay.
we went to the museum and
Yes.
then we had
Okay.
brunch.
Now I'm coming back. Yes.
We did the
okay.
Hawks game. We did the R&B bingo. We was turning up for
Birthday's
my
near
girl's
mine. I think
birthday.
your birthday's not far from mine. That's okay. So it's all
Yeah.
coming back. Yeah.
Okay, I had 34 books in March.
See,
That's more on pace. That's more on pace. Because I went to Charlotte end of March and he was here for 4 days. So I wasn't really reading when I was with him.
You in them pages and sheets though.
All that Jack in the Box. But I'm kind of on pace for where I was last year. Like initially I was way ahead of my pace. Then February was a slow month and I fell behind. But I did reach my reading goal sooner this year. I finished it in March this year. Last year was in April.
That's good.
But then I lost a week of reading. So I'm probably right at the same pace from last year.
That's good. He'll knock out another 400.
Oh, of course.
Hi, Rhonda.
Hi, Rhonda.
Oh, I wonder. Oh, are you going on April 17th to what's her name? Morgan DeBaum at Baldwin. Oh, she's hanging up. I'm gonna look for you now.
I'd be about to type
Right.
I'm sorry. No, I'm about to log off. I don't live in NOLA. I was just there for the festival. I live in outside of Chicago.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I'll see you next year then.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Next year.
Y'all should come to the festival. It's good.
Yeah, we need to plan a trip, Amy. I'm calling you out, Miss.
Yeah, Amy, you've been quiet.
Yeah, Amy was
travel planner
quiet.
over here. We need to plan something like that, like a festival. Maybe not Essence, but something, a book festival, some. That's not in Atlanta, because we all already.
That's not in Atlanta. And I was just about to say we can all come to Atlanta.
Yeah, easier for me if y'all want to do that. I saw somebody in that group trying to sell tickets today. I was like, now that thing they've been posting March 31st was the last day for you to.
Is it too late?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, for you to exchange
I might,
tickets or whatever.
For you to
What's the
I've
date
already
of
decided
the?
I'm just coming Saturday and meet y'all for dinner or something. But
Yeah, that's all I'm doing. I didn't buy a ticket. So Felicia, we'll be going. You'll be my plus one.
Yeah, come on.
Where are we
What's the
going?
weekend?
We haven't decided yet, but we're gonna
No,
do.
she doesn't know what we're talking about at all.
Oh.
What's it called? I don't have a
Black
plate.
Romance
What's it called?
Event.
It's
It's
the book
May
fest and it's
30th,
here.
June 1st and 2nd. Well, technically it's really June 1st and 2nd, but I think there's like an
No,
event.
it's the first.
Isn't there a mixer though on the 30th?
Yeah, it's the 30th and the first.
Yeah.
We have to check because Felicia be booked and busy. But I didn't buy a ticket for the event because I knew I wasn't going to go. But I'm gonna try to meet up with the ladies when we figure out what
I'm
we're doing.
coming all the
Asia
way
was
from
supposed to be in charge of that, the meetup.
And tell me.
Asia gonna have us going broke. Did you see the suggestion?
That's why I was about to say that. I was like, tell me.
I mean, we could meet in the park. We could meet
We're
up
going to the
in
Dwarf
Piedmont
House
Park.
at Chick-fil-A. Everybody finna get the Dwarf House experience. That's what
I was like, oh, let's go to Rocksteady. It's so good. And Renee was like, ma'am, negative.
I know the last time I went and how much it cost, and I didn't pay shit for it. That's why I was like, do you know how much that room cost, ma'am? It was like $700-800 for our group of like 10, 12 people. Asia's like, oh, that's nothing. We can eat $5. I'm
Yeah,
like,
because
girl.
I be going out to eat, and you get that one appetizer, the entree, and the drink, and I'm at $80.
That's we who have no other mouths to feed.
Right, and I'm like, do you know what I can buy for $75? That's 2 yearbooks.
I spent that on crawfish and curry the other day.
We'll figure something
in a
out.
bar.
We'll figure
I was it was about $60-something for my 5-pound crawfish and my daiquiri.
Jess,
I
what
know
time
I
you
had
come in on Friday?
mentioned to you guys that me and Felicia did Politan Row for her birthday. It got lit. Like we went early and it was a cute little vibe, but the later it got, the bar was popping. The men came out. There was plenty of food options, and because I go on their mailing list, they have like a lot of really good events. Like they do R&B bingo and stuff there too. So we could probably like do something like that.
Yeah, that would be.
Felicia reserved a table, but we got there early enough that we really didn't need to reserve it. Like we could have just all met up.
No, that works.
I get in at I probably the worst time ever 6, but but all the other flights were awful price if it
I'm thinking that Friday meetup would probably be better because y'all got those like candle making things on Saturday night. Like there's a lot. There's that decades party and all of that. There's a lot going on.
Is that Friday night or is that?
I think
the decade stuff and all that is Friday.
Saturday.
It's Saturday. Okay, I signed for the scent, the fragrance.
Oh, okay. So we're in the same one then.
Yeah.
Bad, I didn't get that ticket.
Where is the event? What part of town?
Buckhead.
Oh, it's in Buckhead. Okay.
Is that it, Buckhead?
Yep.
Yeah. I had to look. I was like, what hotel did I book? I had to type Buckhead in my email to get I was like, I don't even know where I'm staying.
Mine's not far from there, but I'm glad we can park at the mall and whatever, so I can just drive my car over there.
I'm walking distance from the event, but not at the hotel for the event.
Okay.
Like I'm right around the corner.
Yeah, I think mine's not far either. So I'll just drive over there. But yeah, I was thinking Friday might be the best option for us to do something.
So Lisa, when are you leaving?
June 3rd.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot you had your big trip. How long you gonna be going?
11 days.
Is Kai excited?
He is. We got that passport after the hell we went through, but
that's good.
Erica, which one did you go to, the Politan Row? Because I just went there.
Which food did I get?
No, which location did you do the
what was it called? Colony Square Leash?
Okay. Over there by Perimeter?
No, we were near the museum, near the high, because we stayed down there that weekend.
Okay.
We went to see Malcolm Jamal Warner's little band at the High Museum.
How was it?
I was like, I ain't got no culture because I'm not having fun. This jazz crowd was not for me. I was like, where we about to eat at?
Like that little boy.
But and plus we couldn't see. We didn't know it was gonna be popping like that. We couldn't get in a position where we could really see. And then he was like they were doing like cover band stuff. Like they did like a Tribe Called Quest. I was like, oh, this is what Malcolm Jamal Warner's up to. But yeah, we went to the one near there.
At least once a year.
Really? I'm gonna count that. You can count me out. I got enough of that at the museum.
Why is Eddie Levert gonna be at City Winery? Y'all know I low-key want to go.
Oh, it's probably gonna be some cat daddies in there. I might go give me an old head.
Make sure he changes the beneficiary.
Yes.
That's speaking
But
from
I'm
experience.
afraid they got worms. I don't know.
Look, as long as that policy got a good number on it and the beneficiaries change, you'll be all right. You can kill your worm.
Honey, Eddie is outliving the whole family.
Oh, Eddie.
Exactly. I feel so bad for him.
He lost 3 children.
Wow.
That's crazy.
All
He's
3.
a-
I don't think he had. I think that's all of them.
Is it all of them? Wow.
I think so.
I think so.
Wow.
Because one passed recently, right?
Yeah,
daughter.
The daughter.
young.
The daughter.
She wasn't even 30.
Ooh.
Yeah, she was
Oh, I
maybe
didn't realize she was that
mid-20s.
young.
Maybe. I don't even think she was mid-20s.
She's like
Wow.
maybe 24, 25, something like that.
Yeah,
She-
was it
Wow.
Lucas? The Lucas?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, he is outlet. That comedian, the guy who does all the like behind the scenes videos of people recording the songs. I gotta find his name, but he did one of Eddie Levert. He said they told Eddie, you can't be the lead on this one. On We Cry. Yeah, we cry. Cry. And there's like Eddie in the background. It's like, okay, Walt starts singing his part, and then here comes Eddie. Oh, I gotta find it because it was so funny.
I'm trying to go see Eddie sing We Cry in all the songs. I might go for real. I might not buy the front little area like I normally do, but I might go. We'll see.
They put on a show.
There you go. It's just him by himself. It's not even
Oh, it's just him.
Mhm.
Oh, so it's not the OJs. Oh,
It's an evening with Eddie Levert.
he'll sing the OJ songs. Though.
Exactly.
I'm gonna need to know if Dwelle comes back because I always miss it.
Oh, I'll tell you. Yeah, I'll let you know. I haven't seen him.
Whenever I think to look on his website, he's already been there.
Check this place out. I mean, y'all know I'm basically living in doggone Atlanta this year. I'm like, I haven't been there. Because I'm coming back in August for the game. I'll be there for the Beyonce concert. I'll be there for the Black Romance Book Festival. So
my dad bought tickets to the game. I don't know what seats though, but he bought
did he? Yeah, I'll be there. I don't have nothing but a ticket to the game right now, but I'll figure out the rest of it out later.
The rest will fall in line.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll figure it out.
What game are you coming for?
Southern, it's the SWAC Classic.
Okay.
It's Southern and North Carolina Central on August 23rd, I think.
It's gonna be hot.
Y'all should go. Well, no, it's in a stadium. It's inside.
But no, that's not a.
That's not an inside stadium.
Yeah, because I look at the tickets. Because I go to Celebration Bowl every year. They always send me like all the events, and every year I'm like, I'm gonna go. Then I see August and be like, no, I'm not gonna go.
Oh, I didn't know it went inside, but I'm
Grizzly
used to
Bowl
those hot games.
nonsense with Chris Brown doing all these outdoor performances. Like, why are you coming to Truist in August, sir? Count me out. I'm not sitting in Truist in the heat for Chris Brown.
What's his dates? Do y'all remember for his tour?
I think he's here end of August.
I am not his target audience.
Oh, but he had to add a show,
him,
right?
like,
He added shows
I've seen
here,
him, like
didn't
3
he?
times in concert.
I've seen him a couple of times, but I wouldn't pay just for him.
Saw him with Trey Songz when they were both like co-headlining. It was like this R&B battle, but he brought everybody out, even like Keith Sweat. It was good. And then I saw him somewhere outdoors. There was a bunch of Tiana Taylor was out there, August Alsina. It was a bunch of people. It was good though.
That link I put is that Eddie Levert funny video. It's not.
Oh, he's doing
concerts.
August 30th and 31st at Truist. And then I think he's coming back in October, maybe.
Yeah, I saw the October one because I was like, I think that's
Oh, he's at Bobby Dodd in October.
Chris Brown?
Yeah. He's going to the weirdest
Yeah,
places.
he's doing a stadium tour. He want to be hot, apparently. He's hot.
Because
People passing out.
in Pennsylvania, he's going to Hershey, PA, and there's literally nothing in Hershey except they have an amusement park that's based like everything's chocolate themed, like Hershey's.
Wow.
There's nothing. There's not even Black people in Hershey, PA. I was like, sir. And Hershey's not close. It's not like it's right next to Pittsburgh or right next to Philly. It's in the middle of the state. So if you're coming from either of those two big cities, you got like a 2.5 hour drive to Hershey. And I've only been to Hershey once because my old job, they do their company picnic there because they have an office nearby. And restaurants and stuff were closing at like 8 o'clock on a Saturday night. Like there's nothing in Hershey. A lot of truck stops and triple X movie theaters and stuff were there. I'm like, what in the world? People aren't even gonna be able to get decent hotels, even if they travel to see him. See him at Hershey. I'm like baffled by the places he's picked. But I'm not sitting outside sweating for Chris Brown. I'm not gonna do it.
You sweat. You're supposed to be the one sweating.
Right. Now if I would like to see Taylor Terry again, but I took Leah to see him last year. And I was like, that's enough for me. That was her first concert and Amira's first concert when she was 8. I took them both to see Chris Brown as their first show. Now, if Usher Raymond want to come outside, I'll be out there. I have gone to an amphitheater for Usher Raymond.
You see that lady's husband filed for divorce? The most recent auntie, he was all in her face.
It came back that she got married.
Oh, did it? Okay. I'm like, they just be putting anything on this internet.
Jessica, what's
like
the game
Keke Palmer.
The what would you say?
Game when you guys play Central. Where is that?
In Atlanta. It's at the
what stadium?
It's at the old it's at the old Brave Stadium. That's all I can tell you.
It's the Cricket Swag Me at Challenge. Like Cricket Wireless.
Yeah, I don't even know what Turner. You talking about the old Turner Field?
I
don't know what it's called.
It's Georgia State Stadium now.
Is that what
it's
it is?
In August?
It's August 23rd.
That's all right. I'm scratching that out. My niece is at Central right now. I'm going to homecoming for her senior year, and I'm not going to be outside in August.
Yeah, Auntie can't do it in Atlanta. Like,
well, shoot, I do it in Louisiana, but the Jaguar.
See, you built for that.
Yeah, look, I coach softball in the heat. Ain't no thing, man.
I'm still a bit of a northerner.
We got all of those fans.
My ex used to call me a carpet bagger.
And we're sitting next to the band. Hopefully we'll get some breeze from the woodwind. When the tubas turn my way, I'll get a little breeze.
Yeah, I went to a few of her track meets when she was younger, and I was like,
not track, I will not.
Call me when you're running indoors. I will come to everything else that you have, piano recitals, gymnastics, every single thing that she does. We will go, the whole family will go, but I am not sitting outside.
That's so funny. I'm gonna think I'm crazy coaching softball.
I gotta see, because but when we play, like sometimes we used to play this Dallas Fair Classic, and it'd be like, ooh, all those people over there in the sun, like what side are we on this year? So the last time we played, we were on the sun side, so we got a suite. We were like, we getting the suite. We're gonna be in the air conditioning with some food. We're not sitting in that sun.
Yeah, it'll do you in.
But I did see Outkast when it felt like two hells or Goody Mob. No, Outkast wasn't too hot, but I went to, I think so. Outkast, it wasn't too bad at their last concert in Atlanta.
In Centennial.
I went to see Goody Mob.
Centennial, sorry.
It wasn't hot for that one. I couldn't see anything. I was too short to see the entire stage. I could not see it.
I would be so mad.
And I only went because my coworker is a huge Outkast fan. He's from Atlanta, and I said I want to see it through his eyes. I want to see what it's like to see Outkast with him. And he's a big guy. He's like 6'3", real stocky. And so he like made a line and pushed me through the crowd and posted me up in front of the big screen. I had to watch the whole thing on the screen because I could not see the stage.
Oh, wow.
Bless it.
Yes, I was like, I'm not doing any more standing room only shows, and I'm not doing any more outdoor shows.
That's too funny.
Yeah,
I will go anywhere to see Outcasts. Anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh. Now, if they come
Time they
back,
come close by, I've gone.
are they gonna get back and do something?
Nah. You know
Andre
Drake.
don't want to do nothing.
Andre
To
is
play his flute.
done.
Oh,
He playing his
Play his
flute.
flute.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was like,
He
he's
ain't
going to
getting
play
the-
his flute right now.
I told you when we went to the Redwoods, I guess that was 2 years ago. I was like, oh, I need my Andre album in this Redwoods. I feel like a fairy with all these trees.
Hilarious.
But there, you have no signal, like nothing. It's they even we went on a bus, but they told the bus driver told us people take an Uber out here, but they can't call one back. They don't know. Like when you get there, there's no signal. But it was so beautiful. But I did feel like I needed my Andre album and a book.
Sounds like Gatlinburg driving through the mountains. My phone was on SOS. I was like, this is
That's how it is out there.
I'm in trouble. And then on the way back, they scheduled their championship game at 6 o'clock at night on Sunday. And my mom, when it finished, my mom was like, well, it's still daylight. Like, instead of going the long way, we can just go back the way we came through the mountains. And so it was raining. You know, them curves have them little drop offs. There's no guardrail, right? So if you go off, you're going off. But it was kind of scary because it was like the sun was going down and I'm trying to get probably like 20 miles driving through this mountain trying to get down there. It was pretty scary, but yeah, no signal, barely get the GPS up. It was elk all out there. It's crazy. Something out of a movie for real. All right, ladies, another great book chat. Thank you for joining us.
That's a great book.
Hopped on there. Hopefully, y'all will be back.
Great to see you, Felicia.
Thank y'all for having me.
I should start wearing my crown. This
I
not
know.
the
I don't have a crown, but I have my shirt on.
This not the
Felicia.
one I wear.
I see you.
Great shirt, Sora. Great shirt.
This not the one I wear. I like my other one better.
Yeah,
It's not the one I
just
wear
the
in
silver
public.
this year, Leash.
Oh,
Thank
congratulations.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations. Yes, welcome to the club.
Oh, not the wand.
Oh, Lord.
My scepter and my pearl.
Yes. Do it all. Do it all.
Love it.
Good night, y'all.
Thank you, ladies.
Next month.
Good night.
Jubilee.
Thanks for joining.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, y'all.